Town Today on your hometown station 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
And good morning. Welcome to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering, your store for floors and so much more. Randy and the team at Professional Floor Covering are there to help you design the perfect space. They've got over 1,000 samples of carpet, LVP, hardwood, tile, area rugs, and window finishings. But as we always say, it's so much more than floors. They offer a wide selection of kitchen and bathroom countertops, cabinets, tiles, shower inserts, and so much more. Of course, when it comes to countertops in your kitchen or bathroom, the material, the color, the pattern, they all play a big role in how your bath or kitchen remodel are going to turn out. And at Professional Floor Covering, they offer a large selection of quartz, granite, marble, and laminate countertops. So they're going to help you find the perfect countertop to fit your design. Stop in today and visit with them at 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam, or you can visit them online at proflr.com. Kil Zomer filling in for Ashley Dobrzinski this morning. I've got Justin the Ninja Wilski up in the WBEV Slumberland studios pushing all the buttons and making us sound good today. Appreciate Ninja. And hey, we might even hear from him a little later on in the show. But this morning here in the first half of the show, super excited to be joined by some of the folks from the Columbus High School Drama Department and their upcoming presentation of Hadestown Teen Edition. We're joined by director Josiah Crawford Olson. We've also got a couple of the actors from the show, Kaylee Price, Taylor Holverson, and Jack Towner with us in this segment. And coming up in the next segment, we'll have a couple of other of the cast members joining us as well. So we've got a full house down here in the Daily Dodge TV studios this morning. Good morning to all of you. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Great to have you here. And this is for the Columbus High School Theater Presents Hadestown Teen Edition. And we're going to talk to some of the cast here in just a little bit, get to know a little bit about their characters. But Josiah, you are the choir director over at Columbus High School, and you're going to be directing this show.
Sure.
Tell us a little bit about this show.
So what Hadestown is it takes two Greek myths and it kind of intertwines them a little bit. So the two myths are both thousands of years old at this point, so I don't feel bad if I have some spoilers. But it takes this myth of Orpheus and Eurydice, where Orpheus is a very talented poet and singer who falls in love with Eurydice, and then, throughout their love story, eventually Eurydice dies. And Orpheus is so heartbroken, he goes down to the underworld and he asks the god of the dead to see if he can bring Eurydice back home with him, back up to Earth. And I won't tell you the ending, but I will say it's a Greek tragedy. And then it also intertwines the story of Hades and his wife Persephone, who's the goddess of spring. So Hades is the god of the dead, Persephone is the goddess of spring, and their relationship and how it's evolved over time as as Hades is growing more and more possessive of Persephone, and Persephone wants more and more to spend time on Earth, because how the ancient Greeks explain the seasons is they explain that for half of the year when Persephone was on Earth, everything would grow, and that's where we get spring and summer. And for half of the year when she was with her husband down in the underworld, everything would die, and that's where we get fall and winter. And so it takes these two stories that are both 4,000 plus years old at this point, and it intertwines them, and it sets them kind of in this, or against this jazz style music, and it tells their stories and how they can play off each other as kind of mirroring tales.
Is there a difference? It says you've got a teen edition.
Yes.
Is it a show that existed? It's been like kind of reformatted to that it better fits the teenage group. Is that what that is?
So Hadestown originally began as kind of a concept album back in 2006 to 2009, and then it premiered off Broadway and then on Broadway, and now this teen edition it's the full original show, but what they've done to make it more accessible for teens is they've adjusted just a little bit of the language, so that it's not quite as intense as it is for the full show. And they've also changed some of the key signatures for the music, so it's a little bit more accessible, because obviously teenage voices are not the same as full-grown adult voices. So they make it a little bit easier for teenagers to go and perform, but it is still the same story, the same formatting, just a little bit more accessible, so that teenagers aren't trying to to hurt themselves hitting notes that professional singers, have trained their whole lives to hit.
Not 20-year trained opera singers in the room quite yet. That's fair enough. And when can folks go check out this production?
We open next week. So March 20th and 21st at 7 p.m. and then the 22nd at 1 p.m. for our matinee. Yeah. And
that's over at the Columbus High School.
It is.
Which is going to be a fun show. Get to know some of the cast members here. Kaylee Price is with us. Kaylee, share a little bit about your theater background with us, if you would, before we get into your character.
Well, I have been doing theater since my 8th grade year. Well, before that, but with the high school, I've been doing it since 8th grade. So this will be my 10th show.
Oh, wow.
I am, not to brag, but I'm the longest running member of the theater department.
Okay.
I was around when Mr. Chris kind of revived the whole thing. And it's quite heartbreaking for this to be my last show, but I'm very excited. I've done Little Mermaid, and I've done The Addams Family, and we've done Dracula, and Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. But this is one of my favorite musicals I've done so far, just because the characters we get to play and the music is just so beautiful.
And tell us a little bit about the character you're going to be playing here in Hadestown Teen Edition.
Well, I play Persephone, so
Okay.
I am the goddess of spring, but in this rendition of her story, she's kind of fallen into this deep, dark depression to where the point she gets a little happy with the bottle, you could say. But it's really fun just to play the character and just play her story as well, because it's based on the Greek myth, but the musical takes a part of it and just twists it to make it so much more personable. It makes it feel like she's a person instead of just like this omni-figure god.
Yeah, just like this character. Do you to prepare? Have you been making everybody around you just refer to you as goddess all the time? Now?
Don't give her
No,
any
I
ideas.
haven't thought about that, but
Should I
I.
not put that in
Now
her
she's
head?
going to start.
Well, now I'm gonna start. Thank you for bringing that up. That's a great idea.
Yeah, fair enough. Taylor Helverson is with us. Taylor, share a little bit about your background with the theater.
I've also been in it since 8th grade, joining during The Sound of Music, and this is my 9th show.
Okay, so you're almost up there with Kaylee.
Almost.
She's got you beat by one. Tell us about the character you're going to be playing in this show.
I'll be playing the lead worker in the ensemble.
Okay, very
So
good.
I have interjections in some songs.
Okay.
Mainly, I just love up
He
to this big
fanboys.
guy.
Fanboys over
All
me a
right,
little bit.
Jack Town with us. Jack, share a little bit about your theater background.
So I'm a senior, but this is only my second show. I joined last year during the Addams Family and was given an ensemble role, which turned into me playing Mal Beinecke. And then this year I'll be playing Orpheus. He's a muse, so son of a god. And what he does is he plays music. He plays his little lyre. He sings really beautiful songs and falls in love with the poor lady who gets kind of snatched by Hades. So, it's been a lot. It's been a lot of fun. It's really, really eye opening. It's the first time I've had like a major lead, and I kind of had to work my butt off to kind of figure out what I'm gonna do. So
That's exciting, and we should mention you're all seniors, which is exciting. So kind of your final go around here. I want to go back to Kaylee. Tell us about what have you enjoyed most about playing your character.
I really enjoy her songs. She's like a very sassy sort of character. She's kind of takes nothing from nobody. She's very like strong in what she believes, and it's kind of just fun diving into that personality because I've played many personalities. I did Wednesday where she was kind of just like dead in the eyes, very angry, and then I played Ariel, which is a Disney princess. But this is kind of just a fun role because it's just like she doesn't take anything from anyone, and she sings these songs that are well within my register, which is really fun because I just feel so comfortable singing her songs. And it's just really nice to just be this character.
I'm just like picturing Wednesday to Ariel. That's
Yeah.
some range. That's some range. How about you, Taylor? What have you enjoyed the most so far about playing your character?
I like all the ensemble. I like all the
I
ensemble
love
songs
this. Jack
that were
is helping out. He's like, get up on the microphone.
all the ensemble songs. They're just fun parts mainly. Basses get a lot more melody than any other show I've done.
My oldest kiddo did her first production over at Beaver Dam Theater this last summer and was part of an ensemble. And she's like, "That is so much fun being in an ensemble. It is super fun." Jack, how about you? What have you enjoyed so far about playing your character?
Just the emotion I get to portray. He's very naive, but I also like the relationship he has between Eurydice and Hermes. There's a lot of tension between him and Hermes and the ensemble as you get later on in the show. After the ensemble hates me for a little bit, but it's just been a great experience. I love every second of it, every rehearsal, every choreo day. It's been really fun, and I like how high the voice is in my register, because I sing bass for the choir, but this is a very high falsetto tenor role, so it's gonna be fun.
Well, you perhaps that actually answers my next question for each of you, which is, what have you found most challenging so far? Would you say for you it's that trying to get that higher up range?
Oh yeah, 100%. Trying to get into switching between my head voice and my chest voice, and then my head voice and my falsetto has been very, very difficult. But we got a great group of teachers and a great group of vocal coaches that help us out. Like, you gotta hold a chair out, hold a chair out, wall sits. It's a lot of really obscure things that you wouldn't think help your voice, but it definitely does.
People don't realize how much of it comes from down here.
Oh, yeah,
right?
100%.
You know, there's you sing,
Yes.
you really actually kind of sing from your stomach.
Yeah.
How about Taylor? How about you? What have you found most challenging so far?
I'd say the most challenging thing so far is the song "If It's True."
Okay.
It's really jumpy in the bass part,
Oh, okay.
like over 2 octave jumps. It's
Ooh,
bad.
that's a big ask
yeah.
for sure. Kaylee, how about you? What have you found challenging so far?
Well, definitely playing the character and just the dance stuff. I always have done dance, but it's never been like my best, strongest part. So it's dancing and singing, and then just trying to get into the character. Because spoiler alert, I've never been a drunk. So
That's good to know.
yeah,
That's good.
it's.
Thank
I'm sure parents are listening right now. I'm
Yes,
really glad to hear
Mom,
that.
I promise,
Yep.
I have never been a drunk.
I was gonna say, just to put that on the record.
Yes, on the record.
It's recorded now.
But yeah, just definitely learning how to do the drunk walk and act like that
Sure.
character has been quite challenging, but also a lot of fun.
All right, very good. And before we let you guys go, we got a few more cast members that we're going to talk to here in the next segment. But one of the things I always love throwing out there for actors in this show, besides your own character, which character? I hate to say, you don't even say your favorite, but maybe sticks out to you most. Kaylee, how about you?
I have to say Hermes, and
Okay.
I'd have to say our cast member's specific way of doing Hermes. His name is Leverett, and he's awesome. Shout out Leverett. But the way that he portrays it is just awesome, and Hermes is one of the best narrators in a show that I've ever seen.
Very good. Taylor, not besides your own character, who sticks out most to you?
Hades.
Hey, okay, Hades. Very good. And Jack?
So I'm gonna go on the record and say Orpheus is probably one of my least favorite characters. Like in the show, he's just not a very great character. And my favorite character is probably either Hermes or Persephone. They're just so eccentric. Hermes, like you said, Leverett does a very, very good
Wonderful
job
job.
of portraying who Hermes is the messenger of the gods. But I'd say Hermes. I'd say Orpheus is probably like down on the totem pole in terms of characters.
We
He's
do
just
want people to come to the show.
well. I mean,
You're
yeah.
really selling it here, Jack.
No, it's,
It come for Hermes.
Yeah,
Fair.
that's awesome. Again, talking with Kaylee Price, Taylor Hulverson, and Jack Town, all seniors at Columbus High School, will be part of the upcoming production. Director Josiah Crawford Olson joining us as well. And Josiah, before we take a break, remind folks of the dates and times for the show.
Absolutely. March 20th and 21st at 7 p.m. and March 22nd at 1 p.m.
All right, fantastic. When we come back, we're going to talk with a few more cast members from the Columbus High School Theater's production of Hadestown Teen Edition. That's next here on Hometown Today from 95.3 WBEV.
Some bread
And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering, your store for floors, and so much more. We are joined today by some of the folks from the Columbus High School Theater's production of Hadestown Teen Edition, coming to Columbus High School March 20th, 21st, and 22nd. We'll remind you of those dates and times at the end of the segment here. But in the last segment, we got to chat with Director Josiah Crawford Olson and Kaylee Price, Taylor Hulverson, and Jack Town, some of the cast members. We have rotated out the chairs, and we got a few more cast members that we're going to talk to now. We've got joining us a couple more seniors. We've got Mitchell Kilstrup, Della Baker, and Bella David. We got Bella and Della with us. Thanks so much for being here this morning, guys.
Yep.
Thank you.
Great to have you. And we'll go around the table, and I'm going to actually start on the other end of the table with Bella. Bella, share a little bit of your theater background with us.
Yeah, so I started theater my sophomore year, and I've only ever done the musicals, but I kind of started because my mom and Mr. Crawford kind of like bullied me into doing it, and then I was like, okay, it's not that bad, so I'll continue doing it, I guess.
Della, how about you? Your background a little bit.
So I came into the school district in high school, and so my freshman year, I didn't get to do the play because of a conflict, but I joined the musical. I was very, very afraid, so it was a new thing for me. But I loved it so much, and then I was in every single production since, and it's been really fun. So,
Mitchell Kilstrup, you've got a little bit different experience. You're coming into a group who have several productions under the belt. This is all new to you.
Yeah, this is my first time around. I was pushed to do it last year by my girlfriend, and so I was like, it'd be good to get out of my comfort zone, get the experience, and I enjoy the people on the cast, so I thought it'd be fun.
Was it something that was kind of like, sort of on your mind for a little bit, and kind of got that final push to go, all right, well, you know what, let's try this?
I mean, I always had like an idea in the back of my head that I thought like, oh, I might be good at this, it might be fun to do. I just never really wanted to do it. But then I got pushed to do it, and I was like, oh, yeah, this is pretty great. And
you're liking it so far?
Yes, I am.
And tell us about your character, who you're playing.
So I play Hades. He's the main villain. He's the big bad. He's very aggressive, very mean, but he really just wants the connection with Persephone that's kind of lost over time, over the thousands of years. And then he tries to get it back through. He just kind of fails, honestly. He fails at getting the connection back.
Della Baker, tell us about your character you'll be playing.
So I am playing Fate 1, one of 3 fates, and we're kind of just spectating and kind of interested in Eurydice and Orpheus, and we're interested in just screwing up their lives. So we're just kind of around them, whispering doubts in their ears, and yeah, pretty much.
I feel like I've met a few people like that in my lifetime. Bella David, tell us about the character you'll be playing.
So I am a soprano worker. I do have a solo part with Taylor, and essentially what we do is kind of like in the beginning, we're just partying around, and then we go and become workers, and we're like really mean to Orpheus, and I think that's really fun because I like being mean sometimes.
Got to have somewhere to do it in a safe place, right? What, Bella, what have you enjoyed so far about being part of this production and getting to play this character?
I think I really enjoy just the environment I'm in. I don't think I've ever felt so at home in an environment before until I joined theater, and I love it so much. I highly recommend it to anybody who's like just like on the verge of, I don't know if I want to do it or not.
It does seem you can sense, you know, even walking up to greet you guys this morning up in the front lobby, you can tell there's a really good this is a really tight cast, I feel like. Della, how about you? What have you enjoyed so far about playing your character?
I really love just being able to be fates with the other 2 fates, like, because we're all 3 together all the time, the entire show. So, and it's 2 people who I didn't really know before, and we've just grown really close, and they're like super funny, and it's fun to like just be doing everything together and have them as friends now.
Mitchell, it's your first production, and your character's name is in the title of the show. What have you enjoyed so far about getting to play this character?
I like how imposing he is, especially in Act 1, and then he's really imposing, and then I can show some like different layers as the as the musical progresses. I think that's really enjoying.
On the other end of the spectrum, what have you found most challenging so far?
Definitely just like what is a result of it being my first year. It's hard to it's always difficult to try to remember what I'm gonna do, like where we're supposed to be on the stage, but that comes with an experience. So I'm working through it. So.
Della, how about you? What have you found most challenging so far?
What I found most challenging is like matching up singing with the other two fates, because I mean, we're always together. I keep talking about them, but it's like one character is the three fates. But we're always, whenever we're singing, we each have a different part, and you just have to focus in on your part so that you don't mix it up with the other two. And it's been a little difficult, but it's pretty fun. So.
And Bella, how about you?
Honestly, I think it's just being a senior and being expected to be a leader, being assertive, you know, telling people, like calling people out on things, and, you know, just like also owning up to your own thing, because you're also expected to, you know, express yourself and be the person that people want help from. I think is probably the hardest thing. I don't know if that made sense.
No, it totally made sense to me. I'm going to throw out that same question I threw to your castmates. Other than your own character, which one sticks out most to you or is your favorite?
Oh my gosh, that's such a hard question, because I just really like.
It's like picking your favorite child, right?
I would probably say like probably Hades or Hermes. They're just like very like on the opposite spectrums, but also they have like this, you know, very intimidating like kind of aspect to them, which is similar in both roles, but then, you know, Hades takes it on more, and Hermes is kind of just like, you don't know if he's like serious or not kind of thing.
Della, how about you, besides your own character?
I'd have to say Persephone, especially the way Kaylee just plays Persephone. It's just, she's so fun to be around, and her songs are amazing, and it's just a joy always, or whenever she's up there singing, and I don't know, it's nice.
Mitchell, how about you? Besides your own character, which one sticks out to you?
I would probably say Hermes. The way Leverett plays Hermes is extremely impressive. It's always like there's a spotlight on him. Like he always kind of steals the stage. It's a very good. He's a very good narrator. Like you can tell, he's overlooking everything.
We are running out of time here, but before we let you guys go, I'm going to give you the floor and just go around and let folks know why they should come and check out Columbus High School Theater's production of Hadestown. Mitchell, we'll start with you.
You should check it out because it's an extremely riveting story. A lot of people have spent so much time on it, and it's an extremely enjoyable watch.
Great. Della?
We worked so hard on this. We've been working for months now. It's just coming together so nicely. I love being there, seeing it over and over, and I still enjoy watching it and being in it, obviously. And it would just be so much fun if you came. So.
And Bella, you get the final word. Why should folks come out and check out Hadestown Teen Edition?
We just have a really talented cast, I would say. I know I might be a little biased, but I truly do think that we have put a lot of work into it, and we have we can give you what you expect from us, I would say, even more actually.
I can tell from the vibe in the room this is going to be a great show. So go and check it out. March 20th and 21st at 7 p.m. and then March 22nd at 1 p.m. over at Columbus High School. Adults $15, students and seniors are $10, and children 5 and under are free. Thanks so much for being with us this morning, guys.
Thank you.
Again,
Thank
our thanks
you.
to Mitchell Kilstrup, Della Baker, Bella David, as well as in our first segment, Kaylee Price, Taylor Holverson, Jack Town, and of course, Director Josiah Crawford Olson. When we come back, we're going to be talking with Miss Diana Ogle from the Park Village Shopping Center. That's next on Hometown Today from 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today presented by Professional Floor Covering. And it is Wednesday, which means it is Wally Wednesday. Our pal Wally Lukashinsky joining us on the show this morning. How are you, pal?
I am great. I'm even better knowing who we're about to get to talk
I was
to.
just going to say it's a bonus. It's like a Wally Wednesday plus and then some because, Wally, I don't know about you, but this last few days I've kind of been feeling like something's missing. And I thought maybe it was the time change throwing me off. And then what I realized is, my goodness, it's been like 2 weeks since I've talked to Diana Ogle from the Park Village Shopping Center, and we get to have Diana on a Wally Wednesday. Good morning, Diana. How are you this morning?
Good morning to two of my favoriteest, most handsomest guys on the planet.
Oh, now I know she's lying.
Unfortunately for her, we're the only two she's ever met, but we appreciate the compliment.
Not true. Absolutely. I miss you guys.
Oh, we miss you. Always miss you, Miss Diana. And I know there's always something fun and exciting going on at Park Village Shopping Center. And I'm thinking right now, Diana, I'm looking at the calendar, looking at next week, and I see a little Irish holiday coming up, and I bet there's some stuff we can enjoy over at Park Village Shopping Center.
Oh, buddy, you know you can't. Shamrock shakes at McDonald's. Always a good deal. Always a good deal. Now, I'm just saying, it's almost like drinking Bailey's except different. So I'm kind of okay with it. Corned beef, cabbage, red potatoes, the whole deal, buddy. The whole deal. All your fixings are at Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly. But here's the coolest part of the whole thing. You know what Saturday is? I'll tell you anyway. It's Pie Day.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, 314.
3.14 to infinity. And your friendly folks at Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly are selling apple pies for $3.14.
Oh my goodness. See, I love that.
Well, see, Diana, my problem is I
and they're selling.
We just both paused at the same time. Sorry, Diana. I just wanted to tell you that I'm, as you're probably aware, doing that nonsense fish and rice torture right now. And each of my cheat meals have been over at Park Village Shopping Center so far. And it sounds like you're pushing me for another one.
I could be. I'm kind of that kind of girl. And you know what? Wally and I got something special coming. We're going to do a kind of walk around with Wally and Diana thing at the Park Village Shopping Center. So prepare yourself for that. Video is a coming.
Oh,
that'll be kind of fun. But I'm telling you, me and Wally cut loose on
it's
the
a dangerous
shopping center.
duo. Dangerous duo.
No, I'm telling you, buddy, I'm signing a hold harmless card. I'm not responsible for anything.
So St. Patrick's Day coming up next Tuesday. Does that mean we do we double up the Irish cream in the coffee on Tuesday?
Good question.
Absolutely. Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you?
Guinness beer. Yingling, that Yingling beer that everybody's raving about, it's now being sold at Piggly Wiggly's. Come on.
I saw that. Wally's thrilled about that one.
I just, a personal confession, nobody else is allowed to listen to this in Dodge County. I look like I do because of Yingling.
I do because of Yingling. Well, I look like I do because of Baskin Robbins, probably.
31 flavors.
31 flavors, baby. 31 flavors. So, yeah, this week at Park Village Shopping Center, Pie Day is Saturday. Go get your pies. You can freeze them, Wally, when all your so-called nonsense is over. But
true.
It's not nonsense. It's all for a good cause. Because, Cassandra Schmidt got your back. She's your coach.
Oh, she's been
your coach through this whole thing.
She's been monumental to this point. Diana, I expect to see you over there, too. If you're out front with me, we're going to be able to get donations just purely on the look factor alone for both of us.
I would agree with that statement.
I'm thinking we could. I'm thinking we could do about anything. I'm not afraid to pander for money. Not afraid.
I love it. Diana, it is
and it's all
always...
It's all for a good cause.
It is. It is for a good cause. And Diana, we so appreciate, always love getting to talk to you. I'm glad we got to chat because I know we've missed the last 2 Mondays and looking forward to chatting again next Monday.
The Queen Bee.
All right, gentlemen, you have the best of the rest of your day. Don't forget Pie Day is on Saturday. St. Patrick's Day is coming up. There's going to be a whole lot of fun going on, and just stay nice and warm because the temperature dropped dramatically in the last 48 hours.
Oh, yeah.
You're the
What
best,
the
Diana.
banana heck?
All right. Well, that kind of brought me down, so I need to be brought back up with that famous motto.
All right, here we go. I shop Park Village Shopping Center. You should too.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, no notes.
Always lands the plane.
No notes, no notes, no notes. Thank you, Diana. Always great to talk with Diana Ogle.
All right,
from
guys.
the,
See you soon.
Thanks, Diana. Great to talk with Diana Ogle from the Park Village Shop Center. Had to throw a little Nick Miller in there. No notes, no notes. New girl joke. If you get it, you get it. If
Such
you don't,
a good
you
show.
don't. It's
Strong
such a great show. Wally, we had some of the cast from Columbus High School's upcoming spring production of Hadestown Teen Edition on here in the first half. Who fantastic group of kids there. You can just tell it's going to be a really good show.
It's a great group.
You can feel you could feel the energy when you're in this room. And some really ridiculously smart kids. I don't know what it is every time. I swear, high schoolers are getting so smart now.
I know. I don't know what was going on when I was in school, but we weren't exactly able to go out there and speak coherently on the radio. That's for sure.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And speaking of high schoolers being smart, I find them to be smart, but they seem to like their smart devices. I think we all kind of know our kids are pretty hooked on their phones these days, right? And there's a new study out of the University of North Carolina that observed the phone habits of about 100 students between the ages of 11 and 18. Okay, so there are 100 students age 11 to 18, and they monitor them throughout a school day. Of those 100 students, Wally, how many do you think stayed off their phone during the school day?
Because you're going down to 11 years old, I'm going to say 17% stayed off their phones.
17%? Try a little bit lower number.
11%.
Nope, lower.
7%?
0.
No way.
0. Every single of the 100 students grabbed their phones at some point during the day. They could not go
all the way down to 11 years old.
All the way down to 11 years old. Students grabbed their phones an average of 64 times during the school day.
I'm like in disbelief actually, because you have probably call it an 8-hour day just because the math works out and it's good for my narrative. You have 8 times in an hour that you're grabbing your phone.
That's about it. Now, high schoolers did use their phone a little bit more than the middle schoolers. High schoolers were averaging about 23 minutes of screen time an hour versus about 12 minutes an hour for the younger students, which how did you even get away with using it that much is my question.
23 minutes in an hour, at school, they're saying.
At school.
So at best, you're looking at probably 8 to 10 minutes of breaks that you're in between classes.
Right.
So that means you're definitely 10 to 15 minutes that you're on the phone in
actively
class.
during class. Now here's the one downside to this is it is a small sample size. It's only 100, and this is
but you're batting 0 for 100.
And this is within one district, so it makes you go, is there just issues within this district? We don't know exactly where it is, somewhere in the southeast, but yeah, it makes you wonder. That's a lot of phone time during a school day.
I mean, that's actually wild. I don't know what to say because I remember still being in that era where it kind of got phased in, where I had a emergency phone, and that emergency phone was a flip phone, and the only purpose of the phone was to call my dad when I was done with practice to let him know he was good to come around and pick me up.
I'm
That was
ready,
the
Dad.
only reason I was allowed to have it. First time I had you're free, go do what you want. I had to be in 11th grade. So this is new even for me, and you see me, I'm a caveman with technology. So,
yeah, I remember when I was
to the kids, I suppose.
I was in high school too. Same thing, had a flip phone, but that was back in the day, and we're in it's different times now, and there's more uses for the phone now than there used to be. Back then, it was just call or text, basically.
Yeah.
And I mean, this was back when even I'm pretty sure in high school, most of high school, I had limited minutes for calling and limited amount of texts you could send.
You had 50 texts you could send a month.
I remember back then, if that phone better not appear during class because it'll be gone.
Oh, if
it's halfway out of the pocket, gone for the rest of the day. You got to go back, pick it up at the office.
You might get detention.
You might get detention. That's how it was back then.
Or demerit, wherever you were.
Yeah, 64 times on average during a school day. That's
wow.
Seems high, but I don't know. Again, maybe it's that school district. Maybe they're more lenient. Who knows?
I'm hoping. I'm holding out hope. Old man yells at cloud that is a district problem. And we did one right here in Beaver Dam. It come back at 70 didn't use it. That's what I'm going to tell myself.
You know what? I think I would agree with that. I think that's what we'd say. You gonna stick around for a minute for a little what's going on here?
Absolutely.
All
Happy
right.
to.
While he's gonna stick around, we'll check out what's going on next here on Hometown Today from 95.3 WBEV. And welcome back to Hometown Today from 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today presented by Professional Floor Covering, your store for floors and so much more. Wally, you look intrigued by something over there.
I'm trying to read that comment. I see somebody checking in. I want to say that says from the United Kingdom.
Oh.
I'm blind. Here, you stall for
Essex.
a second. I'm going to get up and read.
Essex.
that what it is?
Carney Island, is that what that says?
Canvey Island.
Canvey Island. Wow, we got a check-in from the UK over there on Daily Dodge TV. That's exciting.
Hello to you.
By the way, thanks for tuning in. While we were at break, before we went to break, we were talking about phone usage in schools. And during the break, our fearless producer Ninja came down and he made a good point, which is that in some schools and some classes, depending on age, some classes, students working on like just work during the class can put in earbuds and listen to music, and so I was like, oh yeah, I suppose that could count towards some of the minutes. And there's some good uses for our phones if we're managing it right. So.
I want to know if they counted lunch too. I'm trying to give the kids every bit
I'm sure
of
it does.
edge as possible.
I mean, they say school day, so I assume that's from beginning to end. So yeah, lunch would make sense. I mean that would that could easily add 20-30 minutes right there. So
I'm trying to give them every out I can.
Well, we got a lot going on, Wally. It is Poker Run Day today.
It sure is. Beaver Dam Country Club today.
Yeah.
And last opportunity to build a hand. So if you haven't gone out, you still have a chance to win, but you have to go to all 5 of the remaining stops.
Yep.
Best 5 cards win. There are people with an edge, but we've seen crazier things happen.
Oh, we've seen, right? I mean, there's people that can start off with what they think is the best hand. They're on their way to a royal flush, and then they just get garbage the rest of the way. And somebody who starts on, with that last opportunity to start, all of a sudden has a good luck streak. And it could, it doesn't even have to be a straight or a royal flush. It might be 4 2s.
That's what happened 2 years ago.
That's
4
exactly
2s got
what
it done.
happened 2 years ago. So you just never know. So again, it's going to be tonight from 4 p.m. till 6 p.m. over at Beaver Dam Country Club. I know some folks were asking, hey, they usually open at 4:30. They are opening early for us, which we appreciate them doing that. And then next week we'll be over at Rock River Tap in Horicon from 4 to 6. $2,000 the grand prize for the best 5-card hand. Runner-up going to win a Chula Vista Resort prize pack, and third place gets a $25 gift card to all of our Poker Run stops. You can check out all the details as well as the rest of our Poker Run stop schedule over on the contest page on DailyDodge.com. And Wally, I know you love this time of year because we're getting around to starting to wrap up those winter sports, and pretty exciting couple of days coming up here late in the week.
Yeah, it's bittersweet. The season's coming to an end, but you're also playing in one of the final games of the season. That's special stuff. We have 2 games on Friday, local teams involved. At 8:45 on Friday, Fall River's going to take on Oliva Strum. I hope I said that right. Is that right?
I'm
Strum?
going with it.
It sounds good to me.
I'm not
so
any
running.
more of an expert on that town than you are, so I'm going to go with it.
Cool. That'll be on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam. And then at 1:15, the Beaver Dam Golden Beavers have a chance to earn one more. That's been the mantra all year as they play Rice Lake in that state semifinal. That's also on ESPN Beaver Dam. Again, 1:15. You will not want to miss that one.
And I know I saw yesterday the Fall River girls. If you look at their bracket, there's a shot they could play Albany Monticello. And that's a fascinating story, that Albany Monticello team, because it's a 2-school team. I think like enrollment at both those schools is incredibly low, and 3 of the starters are sisters.
Oh, wow.
It's a pretty very bit of an underdog team, so it'll be an interesting one to watch. It'll be either way, it's going to be really fun to watch Beaver Dam and Fall River girls play through the state tournament up there at the Resch Center. And it's a big year because it's the 50th anniversary of the girls' tournament, state tournament this year.
That's a great point. What a better way to celebrate than bringing a gold ball back home.
And I mean, particularly, for Beaver Dam, right? Beaver Dam's kind of been itching for a gold ball here since they had that three-peat with that last championship in 2019, had made it up there to state in 2020. We're up there getting ready to play.
We're going to win that one.
We're going to play on Friday afternoon, and I think about 11 o'clock p.m. On Thursday night, news came down that the tournament was getting shut down with all the COVID stuff going on. So exciting to see Beaver Dam back at the state tournament. And then you got a busy weekend because you're going to be covering that a little bit. And then on Sunday, you're going to be over in Fox Lake for the St. Patty's Parade.
Yeah, I was really hoping about a week ago we were going to be out there in 65-degree weather.
Yeah, you're going to want to pack I know it says St. Patty's Parade, but you may want to treat it more like a Christmas parade.
I'm going to treat it like the guys in the day after tomorrow when they're walking across the frozen tundra. I'm going out there bundled up. I'm going to look like a snowman.
That'll be at 1 p.m. on Sunday over on Daily Dodge TV, presented by Ergo Bank and Leroy Meats. Wally, great to catch up with you, pal.
You're the man, Kel. Looking forward to the next Wednesday.
All right, I'll be back tomorrow here on Hometown Today from 95.3 WBEV.